Hi everyone! In today's video I will be cleaning my house after we came back from a road trip. So get ready for some major motivation. If you are new here, my name is Marta and I am a working mom of two, and on my channel you're gonna find a lot of content about how to manage your household and your time. So a lot of videos about cleaning, about organizing, and how to implement different systems into your household to make things run smoother. So as you can see, the house was a total disaster with all the things we brought in from the car. Now, I don't even know how they fit into the car, but apparently they did because that is everything we just brought in. Let me know in the comments, what type of person are you? Are you a person who, when they come back from vacation, from traveling, do you like to unpack right away? Or are you the type of person who just kind of procrastinates and is fine with leaving like a suitcase laying around for a couple of days? Let me know which one are you, because I am definitely the one who likes to unpack right away. For some reason, it just bothers me if the suitcases are all over the place. And especially after things like a road trip with kids, you can see, the stuff is everywhere. So we came back around 5 p.m. So I started basically as soon as we got through the door. And the first thing that I was doing was emptying my suitcase with all the clothes and shoes. So I brought myself a laundry basket where I put dirty laundry and a laundry basket for anything that we did not use, any clothes we did not get to wear. So those were clean ones. I wanted to make sure I separate those so I can put the clean ones away. And you can see there was a lot of clean clothes we didn't use, so I obviously overpacked. But I am also the type of person who likes to have emergency clothes ready, and a lot of those things were ready for like a colder weather because the evenings were supposed to be cold and they turned out not to be. So this is why we didn't use a lot of those clothes. But that's the first thing I was doing, segregating the clothes. And my laundry, I do the laundry for my kids and for myself. I do usually the next day, especially when I come back in the evening. My husband is the one who I swear has a laundry going within 15 minutes of us walking through the door. So he is on it. So that's what was happening here. He was doing his laundry and I was just segregating our clothes. Next, I was moving to the stuff that we had on the dining room table. And this was mostly, I think, just random things I pulled from the suitcase, some toys. It's just a bunch of stuff. I don't even know how that ended up being a dumping area, but that's just what happened. So I was trying to clear it up. And of course, my kids decided at the same time they were in the mood for drawing and coloring. So I wanted to clear that space so they can have somewhere to sit down and do just that. And I will say that one of the reasons, or the main reason really, why I like to tackle all the cleaning and emptying the suitcases right away is that the next day I like to come downstairs and see the clean area. And that kind of like prolongs that vacation for me, if you will, because I don't have to start the day off right away with cleaning and organizing and starting in the chaos. So that's why I like to do things right away. doing is emptying all like the toiletries. So as you can see, I had like a zipped bag for all the like shampoos and lotions and toothpaste and stuff like that. And all of them were in a big one and then in a small Ziploc bags because we had explosions a few times. And after that, I just said, no, what, forget it. I'm just gonna use a lot of small Ziploc bags and make sure they are like sealed really good. So I was just emptying that out on the island and then I was putting it away in the bathroom or whatever that belonged to. And I will say that putting stuff away in the bathroom was much easier after I have reorganized my bathroom. So if you missed that video, I'm gonna link it down below. But basically I have, like you can see, the little bins for each type of item, and it made it so much easier to put things away. The next thing I wanted to tackle was things on my kitchen island. So a lot of the stuff was that belonged to my kids in their backpacks or the toys and activities. So the system I was going with, kind of emptying out the backpacks, piling up stuff into different, I guess, types of things. So things that needed to go in a playroom, things that needed to go in a bookshelf, and kind of having that kind of system going so it's easier to put it away. And I'm gonna link some of the toys and activities that they were using a lot in the car in the description box in case you are going on a road trip, so you can see which ones kept them preoccupied. But if you go back to my previous video when we were packing, that's when I was showing you exactly what I was taking with us. So the next thing that I was doing is putting all the food away. So since this was a road trip, we were obviously eating on the road. We also stayed in hotels where they had like a fridge and some of them had a kitchenette. So we were using a lot of food that we brought with us. And what I'm putting away is mostly snacks. Obviously, I did take more than we have needed, but I'd rather be on the safe side and not run out of food or snacks when you have two cranky kids in the car for a long period of time. So, but I wanted to make sure we didn't waste any food, so I was putting all the things away. And again, it did help to have that pantry organized, so I knew exactly where to put what item. So I'm gonna link that video down below as well, in case you are in the process of organizing your pantry and you're looking for some motivation and some ideas. one of the last things I was doing that day was to put away any books. So we took quite a bit of books, as you can see on the road trip, just to keep, again, the kids preoccupied with something. So we went to the library and got a bunch of them and had them in the car. So I wanted to make sure I put them away so, we know exactly what needs to be returned and what needs to stay at home. So this is how the house looked like in the morning. That's when I filmed this portion, when I get up, to just show you why it's so important to me to do that, putting away of stuff that, as soon as we get home, because this is what I enjoy, getting up and having my coffee in a house that is not a mess. So it was really nice to get the day going with this state of a house. And the next day was the time to do the laundry, which we had a lot of laundry to do that day. So I did it throughout the day. I did few loads. And then once everything was washed, that's when I went and put everything away. Now, usually my kids will put their things away, but because there was just so much of it from the road trip and before we left, that I just decided to do it myself and get it over with. Because if you know me, you have watched my previous videos, you know that putting away laundry is not my favorite. So I wanted to make sure I just get it done so it doesn't linger for the next few days. that is all I have for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up on the bottom and make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.